This time on Boldly Going Nowhere, we are talking about the premiere episodes, or the first couple of episodes.
The long-awaited
Season 3, Strange New Worlds. Let's get into it.
How long was that anyway? It was more than a year.
It was like 3 years between.
No, it was not.
Yeah,
3 years?
it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Between the last season?
Maybe it was 2 years. Maybe it was 2 years.
We may have to go to the math.
Yeah. Welcome to the pod.
Math is hard.
I'm Captain Too Far, and with me are...
I'm Ren Andromeda, your intergalactic DJ.
And I'm Shell Shock, perpetually unemployed Dabo girl.
Awesome. Well, Shell, we haven't. Well, the couple of things. One, it looks like you have healed up a little bit.
Yeah. Yep. I've
from one of your unfortunate Dabo girl mishaps.
True.
Maybe strained spinning the wheel or something.
Yeah, I've shed some of my
that's
unfortunate armor.
Excellent.
Armor.
What else? What else have you been up to?
You know, I responded to a really promising ad the other day for NFT model, right? Which everybody knows NFTs are the latest thing, and there's a lot of money, right? A lot of latinum, if you will, to be made with a quick turnaround. So NFT model wanted. I like to model. I like the NFTs, but it turns out when I got there at the Holiday Inn ballroom number 3, it was for a neurotic Ferengi threesome.
A neurotic
Ferengi threesome, which consisted of me rubbing an unfortunate amount of lobes and telling them all how disappointed their mothers were in their lack of ability to acquire profit.
That is why they warn you about Ferengi and Starfleet.
Yeah, never know.
And the Holiday Inn.
And why they don't let us recruits.
They
don't let us recruits have any latinum.
The new recruits?
The new recruits, yeah.
Or NFTs.
You know, that's too bad. Those NFTs are super solid. I was hoping for some stability for you.
Or, some...
Well, they've been going strong for what, 350 years or something?
They had a rocky start.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
I mean, and
probably they started up in 2030 or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it came out of the World War III apocalypse.
Yeah, the apocalyptic era.
They had trading cards of like their favorite super soldiers.
Neurotic.
Yeah.
Trading cards.
It's that period in Deep Space Nine when they go back to visit Earth, and there's that district that they put all the unhoused people.
Oh, and Cisco is the awesome. He's the publisher or the writer?
No, that's different.
That's different, but it's close.
The past one.
It's close. Anyways, we're getting to that period in Earth history, and we're in for some good times. I think.
Yeah. Especially when we talk about Picard season 2, that'll be fun. But not tonight. Tonight we're talking about Strange New Worlds.
But not tonight.
Okay, so let's kick this off.
We do need to do that. However, I know I said I didn't want to do any editing, but I have to because
are you?
I have the fan in my network gear running. It's bugging the shit out of me, and it's probably gone the microphones.
Pause.
Let me just fix that.
Breaks his own rule.
So the pilot of Strange New Worlds, or not pilot, sorry, the first episode
premiere of season 3.
Yep. Was a continuation of the cliffhanger from season 2.
Yep.
And who would like to take a stab at giving a rundown of what that story's about?
Hegemony? I always have trouble with that word.
Hegemony? It's like the Gorns come and everybody gets upset.
So
they gotta fight the Gorns.
The Gorns.
They gotta help
the Gorns over here.
The Gorns. The Gorns. Those
I don't know. I they go to a planet.
Yeah.
And then Scotty's there. And
young Scotty.
Yeah. You practically
there's a ship. It comes down. They run like ants.
The settlers.
And they're like, no, the Gorn's here. Oh, no. Damn it.
Yeah. That's basically exactly what happens.
That's before the
the
premiere.
cliffhanger.
Because I had to go back and watch it because I was watching the premiere and I was like, what the
What is even happening?
What the
right now?
hell is happening?
What
What
is
the
happening
freak is
right now?
happening here?
Yeah. So yes, they get a distress call because the Pike's other captain girlfriend,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Marie Bedell.
she was doing a colony mission,
Yeah.
blah 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 blah
Helping
blah,
the
and then
settlers.
sure enough, the Gorn show up, bad things happen.
Yeah.
They go to rescue. They try to start the rescue, and then right as they're about to get out of there, the Gorn pluck all of the colonists and many of the crew from Pike's crew and her crew, I guess.
Crew?
I think it's mostly Pike's crew. I'm not sure. But anyways, a bunch of people got picked up.
So I think both.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
And Marie herself.
No, she was rescued.
Right.
Pike got her out because she was infected by Gorn babies.
I thought that was afterwards.
I hate.
The finale.
Can I just say I hate when that happens?
Yes, when you get
Yeah.
infected by
Yes.
Gorn
Don't you
babies.
hate that? Has that happened to you?
Oh, man.
Man.
Has that happened to you, Shell?
Man.
Yeah.
I had
You
unprotected,
just
and now I
can't-
got the
You
Gorns.
just can't. Yeah. You just can't get them out.
I got them on DS9 one time.
The Gorn hatchlings.
The Gorns.
The Gorns.
The
Going
Gorns.
The
crazy.
child support on
The Gorn
They were
many
going
Gorns.
crazy in my abdomen.
And my uteruses.
How many uteruses do you have?
I mean, don't judge. Don't
Okay.
judge me.
So this episode picks up right at the heat of the space battle,
Yep.
where Pike is at a moment of indecision.
Yeah, he's kind of in some existential distress and like battling with his own decision-making capacity, I would say.
Yeah,
Did you get that?
yeah.
Oh,
100%.
I was paying attention.
Yeah,
Well, you know, you're,
Yeah.
because he has to make the decision of like we're about to get pummeled,
Yeah.
and so I want to save them. The people that got taken. We just got our heinies handed to us.
Mm-hmm. My girlfriend's potentially dying.
Yeah, and we've got to run.
Yeah, that
they
pretty
do.
much sums it
yeah,
up,
sorry,
right?
See you later. Bye.
And then they roll credits.
Yeah.
Wait, no, but
That was
there's
it?
more.
Oh,
What?
Spock and Nurse Chapel's like, nah, bruh, like we're not doing this anymore. I'm going away. And he's like, is this right? And then he's like, okay, that's totally chill. Like I'm totally chill with that. That's totally cool.
yeah. He totally doesn't have any feelings about that at all.
He does for like 5 seconds and then he swallows them pretty hard, I would say.
This is what Spock gets
What?
for letting his super amazing, beautiful, smart, fantastic, awesome, perfect Vulcan fiance get away. So I have no.
Did
pity.
he or is she emotionally unavailable?
No, she could see that he's like, well, I do kind of like Nurse Chapel, but I do kind of like you. Like nobody wants to, like, pick a side. And if you can't pick a side, then I'm out, and then you only have to count to one. I mean, I don't blame her.
I don't remember what happened with them, to be honest.
Yeah, she watched him fake kiss her in the last season, and all this. But it
So
wasn't
did
really
she pull away
fake,
first, or
and-
did he pull away first?
Well, she gave him multiple chances to get his Vulcan clap together.
Oh, I didn't
And,
know.
You know, I mean, yeah, they were just what one ceremony away from being wedded. They went through remember they did the whole Freaky Friday thing where she got switched into his body and he got switched into her body.
No,
and
I think I missed
they
that
had to
or
have
forgot.
they had to have the
You must have forgot because it's. I mean, it's.
the Vulcan pre-wedding dinner with his evil or her evil bitch mom.
It was
and
some definite silliness.
It was. We have to go back
I think
and-
I didn't think I watched that
we
one.
may have to
Really?
go- we
How
may
could
have to
you
go
skip
back.
that? Weird.
Well, I go from the last episode back.
You
So-
watch them in reverse order. That makes perfect sense.
We could go back and do a whole episode on how ridiculous that episode was. So we'll.
Alright.
Okay, so
Stop-
that's
stop
actually
a pin in
a
that.
good idea. Body swaps, because that's not the first time that's happened.
Oh, it's
There's
true.
been multiple episodes
It's true.
about body
Body
swaps.
swapping, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we should do that as an
Yeah.
episode.
Can yeah, okay, go ahead.
All right, so
Alright.
they have to run away. They've
Yeah.
got to figure out how to get back to save everyone and figure out how
Who's
to,
they?
the Pike and crew
Okay.
on the Enterprise, and then how to save the girlfriend Chaplain Spock are in sick bay, trying to save the Gorn
Patel,
chick.
yeah.
Patel. There you go.
Yeah.
But you also have, and that's a whole other bone of contention, but you also have Pike's boss, the commander.
Admiral.
Is he an admiral? Is he a commander? Pike's boss telling Pike, like, you cannot drag us into a war with the Gorn.
Because he
And-
wants to get the people back? Is that
Yeah.
kind of the
It's
issue?
the whole,
Yeah,
the
and
whole-
there's similar to like the demilitarized zone between
the
Klingon
Klingons
space
or
and
the
Romulans or whatever.
Romulans, or, yeah.
There's a demarcation line.
Right.
Oh.
Right. So, but he's like, but unofficially,
Yeah.
go get them, you know.
Oh, okay.
But he also, like, that was one thing that you and I were both constantly complaining about. When he was having this conversation with his commanding officer, all of a sudden this technology is so advanced that it's like he's sitting next to you and you're talking face to face.
What, the Star Trek or the
Oh,
the Federation
the
technology?
Federation commanding officer?
Yeah, you guys don't like that.
Well, no, it doesn't even. It's just when you
No,
when
it's
you,
cheap.
At the advancement
it.
of the technology throughout the series.
I mean, the whole thing, including
just doesn't-
Discovery and Strange New Worlds, is like far advanced
jumps-
the original series.
just jumps,
like with
yeah.
technology.
It
But
totally-
it's not because it's in the same time
It's
as
in the
Yeah,
same
I know, but
timeline.
like that's
Yeah.
how the show is, though. Like that's how they did the
but
show.
only just recently,
Right.
But as the previous 55 years,
Yeah,
weren't
yeah.
like that.
I know.
So
Yeah.
I know.
So actually, I thought there was a funny example. We took your
It's not
phaser
grievance
battery.
Yeah,
hour
what
yet.
happened to my battery?
Wait, what?
We happened to be watching an episode of Discovery the other day,
What?
Yeah.
and
I'm trying to force myself to like it more. So I was revisiting.
And I
some
noticed-
episodes. Yeah.
it was when Pike was so it must have been season 2 when Pike got into command of Discovery, and it was somewhere early on in that process. And I don't even remember what the story was. I didn't watch the whole episode. I was just kind of in and out. But I noticed that Pike was having a conversation with with the officers, Michael Burnham and somebody else that was probably crying. And he needed to call somebody on the bridge to have a conversation or whatever. And instead of just saying, "Joe, are you there?" Right, like they do it in other places, he literally pushed a button
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
said,
They
"Hey,
threw you a bone.
Made
Pike
all
to bridge.
the difference.
Threw you a bone.
Yeah.
And I appreciated that
Yes.
because
Yeah.
that's how it's supposed to be.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
also, when the same admiral, when they
Yep.
called
Yep.
and they had a conversation, it popped up on a screen, and they walked over to the screen and had a conversation.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they're getting
Well,
consistent.
that's Strange New Worlds. He's like
And then-
right there.
And then and it's not like Discovery was the most advanced ship or whatever because it had all the crazy technology or whatever. But they got those touches right, and I didn't really appreciate that the first time around until I started noticing them not doing that, especially when Discovery kind of goes into the future and
Oh,
everything
yeah.
is
Everything's
super
just, yeah,
fantastical.
just out.
And after they did Picard and everything is floating holograms and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, we'll just insert the same stuff into Strange New Worlds, even though it doesn't fit at all.
Yeah.
No, I know.
That's why it bothers me.
I know.
So, anyways,
We've talked about
Enterprise
this before.
Enterprise did so well. I'm just gonna say, all right, moving along.
Enterprise was fantastic. I mean, it was the last of the era of them not doing that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last thing, it doesn't leave them anywhere to go,
Oh,
No.
shoot, I forgot to-
right?
Right. They
If-
can't
if-
develop technology as
Right.
part of the plot. Like,
Right.
oh, this technology just came out.
Right, where it becomes a big deal as
Yeah.
they're advancing forward.
It's cheap, I guess, but I mean,
Give it
everyone
out,
has
yeah.
a very short attention span, so of course
Also
they're gonna
true. Yeah.
Speaking of cheap,
It's short attention spans.
yeah, I might have even been the very same episode that I was just talking about on Discovery. Taylor, the Klingon engineered spy
in Discovery. There's
in
a
Discovery.
Taylor.
Yeah, not Taylor from Planet of the Apes, but Taylor from Discovery.
Okay.
He was on Kronos with his fat
Tyler.
Oh, Tyler.
Yeah, there's no Taylor.
Damn, but I had it
Talking
wrong.
about the blind one that dies
Tyler.
on Discovery.
No.
No, he's
The human,
Michael
the bearded human
Burnham's
guy.
Klingon boyfriend, the hottie that you think is hot.
Oh, the one the fake Klingon.
Yeah, the
You
fake
think
Klingon.
he's hot? You
He
went
is
off about
hot.
how hot he is.
He is hot, but I would just watch that stupid. He was the He was
the
the
torchbearer.
he was the
Now you don't like him anymore? You were just going
the
off
sex
about
toy
him.
for the Klingons that don't look like Klingons. The female Klingon leader.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all
Yeah.
true. Not my point
That's
though. My point
not,
is
that's
Yeah,
not
he is.
exactly accurate though. But okay, we can pivot.
No, and
She's
they.
not-
they
I mean,
made-
they were like partners. He wasn't just a.
he
sex
was
toy.
definitely the subordinate in that relationship. Is all I'm saying.
Well, yeah.
And they had made there's a whole storyline of him, or at least a subplot of him feeling like abused through
Yes,
that whole
I know,
thing.
but like
Yeah.
before the like surgical alterations, like
they were
they were
a thing.
switches.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Okay, all right. I can
And
go
that's
with
what I
that.
wanted to talk about.
Thanks for
So-
joining us.
So he calls Michael Burnham on
Yeah.
Discovery.
Yeah, Tyler.
And
Tyler Ash Tyler.
Yeah, Ash. There you go. And Michael Burnham goes to her quarters to take the call, and it is a hologram, but they at least made each other look like grainy holograms, kind of like Star Wars does.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay,
Oh,
they did an effect. It's like,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
And then they did a cool effect where they actually put the sets together and kind of made it split screen. So they did have the two actors there,
Which that was cool.
but they, did it in such a way that it's like, okay, they're doing
You're
a
just
thing.
seeing both sides of the conversation
Yeah.
instead of like
I
some
thought, I mean, it's
super. Yeah.
it was creative.
Yeah.
Whereas on what they do on Strange New Worlds now and Discovery
He's just right.
is they just put the actor in
He's
the
just
room
right
and,
there in
and
the
just
room
pretend
with
it's a
him. It's just
hologram.
like, yeah,
and,
that's- yeah.
you know.
Discovery's over.
Well, it is now, but we haven't finished it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not over for you.
It's not over for me.
It's
Okay.
never. It's never over.
But anyways, it was just a
Yeah.
total sidetrack.
Sweet.
No, it's
So
right
are
on
we-
topic.
Corby.
So, all right. So, where were we on the story? So that
Let's talk about the end of the first episode of this third season.
yeah.
premiere.
So while Pike and them are trying to figure out how to save everybody, the crew that is captured starts to wake up
Yeah,
and
They're on
free
the Gorn-
themselves.
they're on the Gorn ship.
Yeah, the Gorn mega ship.
in like little pods being digested alive.
Exactly. Yeah, and they find a way to, gather some weapons and like try to figure out how to get everybody out, and they get into a pew pew fight, and
and Ortega,
and
the hottie queer woman.
yes, gets practically disemboweled. Which I have to say, which I will not be the only person on the interweb saying this right now, but this story arc is the bloodiest, most gruesome scenes I have ever seen on Star Trek.
Okay, but like also that Gorn episode from whatever other past season, maybe 1 or 2. I was watching Star Trek one night. I went on vacation. I was in Las Vegas, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna watch a few episodes of Star Trek. And then this Gorn one comes on, and I'm like, whoa, it's like
OG
a
Star
horror.
Trek?
No, Strange New Worlds.
Oh, okay.
I was like, this is like a horror movie. It was like all this screaming and like crazy violence with this Gorn, and like whoever was there at the time, whose name will not be mentioned, was like, what the hell are you watching? Like, I'm like, I just thought I was watching some nice Star Trek, and this is like really intense.
yeah,
Is this for season?
Whatever the
2?
Gorn, the old Gorn episode of the Strange New Worlds. Yeah.
I don't remember what episode it was.
It's
I know
like
I know the one you're talking
the
about.
girl with
Oh,
the
where-
like
where
French
she's-
braids is
yes,
like
the security where she's having the
she's like,
flashbacks
dude,
about
yeah,
her-
because the Gorn came to her world and
yeah, her
traumatized the
brother,
shit out of
they killed
her.
brother.
Yeah,
and-
so it's that
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, we know this because they flash
Yeah.
back to it like a dozen times.
Yeah, and I had to, I had to turn it off.
remember
It was like way
this?
too violent for me, to be honest. That night, anyways. So.
And it's absolutely, you're absolutely right. Those at that time was probably the most graphic I had ever seen on a Star Trek episode. And then it's like they tried to outdo themselves from those to now, because Ortega getting disemboweled, and there's some other scenes on there that are just like, and the Gorn killing some of the the crew members, and were just extremely graphic, which I'm totally into. But it was very different for wouldn't you say, for the last 57 years of Star
Felt
Trek.
on brand. I don't know what the.
Yeah,
You know, it was weird because like
it's
I
totally
watched
normal.
that
Yeah.
on Sunday, and it was kind of, yeah, it wasn't as bad. It felt like as the other one I was referring to, but it was intense. And then the one after that, the marriage one,
Yeah, that's that. Yeah,
It was like such a different vibe, and I was like with
totally.
I was with a friend, and like it felt like a completely different show. Like you're two distinct different shows.
Yeah. Well, and there's a bit of a reason for that too, which I think we'll get into. But, yeah. So I guess let's praise the good.
Okay.
Overall, because we kind of went over the story badly, but
we did a good job. The best we've ever done.
What did you like about it?
I like the CGI Gorns. I thought they were pretty good. I like the alien, like, the movie Alien motif of like a little alien baby popping out of her belly. I liked the graphicness of that. I like the Spock Nurse Chapel thing. I was trying to like figure out what was going on with them.
They had a good dynamic.
Yeah, I thought the Scotty thing was okay. He was like a new Scotty that they brought in.
Yeah.
Like I think I read that like because they use a different Scotty in the new J.J. Abrams movies and stuff.
He did
No, he did not.
He's not the one. I always get him confused with the young man that died in the new J.J.
That was the guy that played Chekhov.
Yeah, you're right.
Absolutely right.
Anton.
Yeah.
Anton.
Something. I forget
That's
his
terrible.
name.
I can't remember his last name. Yeah, my bad.
Anyways,
yes. That's all I have. About you?
I thought it was a fun adventure. When I saw it the first time, I'm like, this is cool, neat. And then when I saw it the second time and I thought about it more, things really started to bug me.
Well, you're supposed to talk about the good stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was exciting. And it definitely set the momentum for the season. Which I agree they kind of broke on the next episode, but
yeah, they sure did. Well, it was just
different. It was just different.
Yeah,
we're not going to get into that right now, but and Pike is of course great. I really liked his the way he the scenes where he gets emotional. Like I know I complain about crying on these shows a lot.
You do.
But he does it without making it seem.
But he sold it.
Like he's holding it back.
Tremendous actor.
He's really good.
He's really stoic, and like, but he's struggling. Like it's getting to him so much that he's breaking a little bit.
Yeah.
He's still holding it together, which is similar to the Pike on the original series.
Yeah, although the original series Pike, I would say, had more kind of anger.
You're
to
right.
him.
Yeah. This guy's more zen.
But part of the story in that one too was he had to use his anger to keep the buttheads out.
Yes, the Telosians. The sexy Telosians.
The sexy buttheads.
Yeah.
Shell, what did you like about this episode?
You just kind of I don't know, whatever, piggybacking off of the excitement aspect of it that y'all mentioned. Not since Firefly have I had the sense of like just sheer dread that I had when they encountered the Reapers in Firefly, which if you haven't seen Firefly, another sci-fi show, but there are these dreaded space cannibals basically. And they go along and they in these armadas and they find little groups of ships or isolated ships, and then they like capture them and they eat the people, and it's just there's such a build up right before you even see them for the first time, which may not even be until the movie.
Yeah.
Right. There's this whole build up where you just become just like so terrified of their appearance before you even see what they look like. And I think that Strange New Worlds has been able to capture some of that same dread when it comes to the Gorn. Ilan, is that her name? The security?
Let's call her French Braids.
I swear I wrote it. I just got it, yeah.
With the English accent.
Ilan, yeah. She's a tremendous actress and apparently also a professional dancer. That's a whole other thing. but they had been building up from her all this fear and terror from her flashbacks. And then I feel like between the season finale of last season 2 and season 1 of season 3, they had to dial that up, right? They had to deliver, a big bad that was properly terrifying. And just the fact that she stresses that if they let some of the Gorn hatchlings just one of them become an adult, that even with the half dozen or so of them, that they wouldn't be able to take it down. So there's
the downside of that is that they basically immediately contradict that by getting into a Star Wars fight with like 8 million Gorns
and taking them
and
down.
there's only 6 of them, and somehow they all get away and no one dies.
You wanted to know what I liked?
That's true.
That's what I liked.
That's true.
Well, maybe they were young enough or something.
I don't know.
Listen, the thing is, she's got 2 French braids. She's very serious.
Yeah,
when she's traumatized, you better listen to why. That's what they're trying to say. Yeah. Like, she's like a very again, I'll use the word stoic. She's a very put together character.
Yes.
And when she has this kind of reaction to something, it's pretty serious.
Sure. I get that.
That's a good point I just made.
It is, yes.
Noonien Singh.
Oh, yes. Yeah, what is the Noonien Singh
Sing,
about?
sung, song.
Oh, wow.
Is she like what is she, a genetically engineered or something?
She's
So you know how in Star Wars, like every single Star Wars movie has to be about some tangential Luke Skywalker, Han Solo.
I mean, that is
right?
kind of
so
the
in
main,
Star Trek. They have the Noonien Singh scientific madmen / genius family, and it's
Data's dad.
No.
Well,
Data's uncle.
No.
Same.
No.
Yes.
No. You did no. You've.
That's not right at all.
No.
It is.
No.
Okay.
They're also called Noonien. So there's 2 just coincidentally called Noonien.
Yeah, we've actually had this conversation before,
All right,
but in the opposite direction. So
okay, what is it?
there's the Sungs and the Sings.
Oh, god damn it!
Right.
Really?
Yes.
What?
So the Sings come from Khan Noonien Singh.
Yeah.
That's confusing.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
And she is somehow a descendant of Khan.
Ooh, that's cool.
And who were the augments, right? The augmented human who were part of.
But didn't the Noonien Singh family invent the augments, which were Khan?
No.
Wait, they're both
different.
Sing and Sung are both different kinds of augments.
Yeah, well, sort of.
Some are genetically enhanced and some are cybernetics.
Correct. And they actually tried to link that. I want to say in Enterprise, link the 2.
That couldn't be any more confusing. Did they do that on purpose?
Well, they wanted a way to get Brent Spiner in, so yeah.
But like, why is it Sing and Sung? It should
I
be
don't
like
know.
Sing and Jasper.
But it's still the same thing applies. There's like these 2 families, 1, 2, whatever, that they're just constantly now everybody's related to on one side or the other.
Yeah.
And so she's
Okay, so she's genetically enhanced, like
I don't know
2.
if she is genetically enhanced. She's just a descendant
of.
And so it's more.
Enhanced, yeah.
So it sounds like she is genetically enhanced.
His super sperm and his rich Corinthian leather.
What?
Ricardo Montalban that played Khan in the original movies.
Super sperm?
Yeah.
Apparently so.
He was.
I mean, she's a Dabo girl. She would know.
If she's a descendant, then that means she's got this enhancement.
Not necessarily. I mean, maybe some, but it is many years later, and she's a many.
Yeah, but why would that enhancement go away?
I don't know.
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
All
right.
But it's more of the ostracization of the it'd be like if Hitler had kids or something.
Would it?
Yeah.
Wait, this isn't all right. Well.
And so then, like,
this is another debate. For
100 years later, right? You're from the Hitler family.
Okay, but like, if a Chewini is like
claim,
on an island and it breeds,
well, that's what Khan did. I mean, he was.
Did he commit genocide?
100%.
I mean, he murdered some Starfleet people.
Just a few.
Are you kidding?
Just a few of them.
He basically.
And then there was that one colony, but I mean,
he rose up post World War III and like
And then there's
wiped out hundreds of thousands of people.
Where
he was misunderstood.
Earth.
He was misunderstood.
What I'm saying is, if you take a Chewini and you take it to a desert island, two Chewinis,
yes,
they're gonna breed more Chewinis. They're not gonna breed a Doberman.
Yeah, but if you
unless there was a Doberman in their great.
But there wasn't.
But if you start with two Chewinis, and only two Chewinis, and you let them breed on an island all by themselves, you're gonna have
they're all
slightly dumber Chewinis.
Okay.
Generations down the line.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's just evolution,
right?
But then they wouldn't survive as well. These Chewinis.
Well, then
smart Chewinis. Smart Chewinis make it.
You're like Darwinism on Chewini Island.
But at the same time, presumably because this La'an
Sung. Yeah.
Sing.
Isn't
it Sing? Anyways. She's a little ethnically a little bit different than Ricardo Montalban, obviously. So then certainly like there was different marriages, different couplings over the years, and genetics.
Jeez,
right?
I guess.
So
okay.
Anyways, not really
Point
relevant.
is, she's afraid of the Gorn because they
she's a
thrashed her family.
She's a Sing. La'an Union Sing. Not Sung. Sing.
All right, we'll get it right one of these days. We're really good at track.
La'an Sing.
Re mi fa sol la si sung.
We'll call her braids. French braids.
Yeah, we'll call her French braids.
Her name is Christina Chong.
Okay.
Just call her Christina.
Okay.
So
good old Christina.
Good old Christina. All right. So let's talk about the Gorn in the original series.
Okay. So
which I don't know about. You're the expert here. I'm no expert.
Well, I mean, it was just the one episode, and you've seen the memes, you've seen the scenes, right? You know the whole battle. No, the concept, the concept behind that episode was that a super powerful, practically non-corporeal race or whatever.
Oh,
that's all. Whatever brings these two captains together from
each of their ships.
Yeah. Of these violent warring races, and puts them on a planet
that can't agree with each other
to sort their stuff out.
Is it like a queue or what?
Basically, it's a similar kind of a thing.
Okay.
And it's like, okay, well, if you want to blow each other up, then just the captain should just kill each other and just be done with it.
Yeah, and Uhura's involved in this adventure. Spock's involved in this adventure. Who else?
What?
Who's in this episode of the original series?
Yeah. Everyone's
Arena is the name of the episode.
Yeah, and they're all there, stuck on the ship. They can't do anything, and Kirk's doing whatever. And yes, it's obviously the 1960s. The battle's kind of cheesy, but the concept is you have a human versus a Gorn on a planet.
Yeah,
and they're
gladiator style.
Kirk knows he can't outstrength, outbeat the Gorn, so he has to outsmart the Gorn. So he uses the environment to his advantage to essentially defeat him, but then of course doesn't kill him at the end and shows that humanity is benevolent. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Can I just say
happily ever after?
You guys have a huge poster in your living room.
We do.
Of this Gorn fighting with Captain Kirk.
Yes.
And I think that's how I knew you in the beginning that you first liked Star Trek.
We were Trekkies. You're like my people.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
We also have the Defiant painting on the wall too.
Yeah. They're hardcore.
So fast forward to the other significant thing about that episode is it was the first time that anyone had ever seen the Gorn.
Okay.
They make that pretty clear.
Is it the only episode?
But they don't specifically say it. Go ahead.
Well, is it the only episode in the original series with the Gorn?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're a monster of the week. That's all they ever were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which is what makes it so annoying for me in Strange New Worlds. Right? Because not only have we obviously encountered, Starfleet has absolutely encountered the Gorn before, but they were,
half of the cast had encountered them before.
And Starfleet was, had obviously been trying to, on the brink of war with the Gorn.
They had politics
Okay.
and political
Right.
boundaries.
Right.
and-
So you're saying
the
this
Klingon Empire
this
and
doesn't fit into the
it's
canon?
not
The
even
red
remotely
con.
close.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it'd be one thing if it was like, I mean, you wouldn't expect necessarily, everyone
Yeah.
to know everything about every race. Like maybe
Sure.
Kirk had never
Yeah.
heard of him before, and
Yeah.
or whatever.
Mm.
Which maybe,
Yeah, maybe.
but like not Spock, not
Mhm.
Uhura, not the rest of them.
Right, they
that
were
were all
there.
there.
They were all there.
Yeah, that is really annoying.
Yeah.
Actually.
And the fact that they established that there are political boundaries
Yeah.
and treaties and all this stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
well, Kirk would absolutely know about that.
Especially if they were
Sp-
that
Pike,
big of
you
a
mean.
threat.
Well, Pike
Right.
knew
Oh,
about
you
it,
mean
but
Kirk.
yeah, later
They had a
Kirk would know.
demilitarized zone, a DMZ line with the Gorn. I mean,
Yeah, that doesn't make
And
sense.
and I
Makes
mean, you can
sense,
forgive like, okay, the design of the monster is different. They want to update, make them more scary or whatever. Okay, fine. That's I get that.
yeah.
But some of the things from a story perspective just don't make any sense. And you just kind of got to go with it. It's just a retcon.
Yeah, if this was 60 years ago, I mean, it's just like, there's just going to be some things that you're just going to have to be like, la, 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 la.
And I also have a problem with like this idea that there's an alien that's this much of a psychopathic predator that is this technologically advanced, because it's almost like they haven't engaged like the rational part of their brain as
They're
a
monsters,
species.
essentially. Yeah.
So it doesn't kind of make sense to me that like there would be like a psychopathic alien that has like all this technology that they figured out.
And yet,
I'm
when they fight,
sure.
they just run on the ceilings and growl and run straight at you.
Yeah, like
and
they're
bite you.
animals, but
Yeah.
they can like do all this science. Like they don't
It's
seem to
not
be
it's-
communicating in any kind of sophisticated way.
Right.
It's no different than the predator species.
No.
Do they have
Absolutely,
technology?
you have
the
a
predator?
a primal feral monster-like race.
But do they have
That's
technology?
That's also
Oh, yeah.
super technologically advanced.
But there's a massive difference.
And the way that they fight, though, is a very primal, feral, violent.
But they're game hunters. That's the difference.
I'm just saying. It's
it's
not without precedence.
No, it is though. When the Gorn attack on in any situation, whether it's on the colony or on the big hive spaceship, which is basically a cave floating in space,
Yeah.
and that's their spaceship.
With
Like,
a bunch of tiny
bio
URI.
and of
cave.
course, it's bigger than
Right.
anything that Okay, whatever.
Yeah, the shape of that. Yeah, that's a whole other conversation. The shape of their ship
Modern
is
Trek has a
crazy.
big design problem when it comes to bad guy ships. They have to be bigger
It was
and bigger
massive.
and bigger and bigger.
Well, it was also shaped like a mud wasp nest, and all these
Yeah.
twists and turns, and it was really weird.
Somebody somewhere
Yeah.
thought that was cool.
I mean,
But the point is like when they
kind of was.
kind of was, but
but it's all surface level with those kinds of design choices, right? If you actually stop and think about it, it doesn't really
Yeah.
make any sense.
What was your point though?
The point is when they attack, they're running on all fours, they're clawing, they're gnashing, right? They're coming at like a swarm, right? Pack.
But maybe those are the foot soldiers of the Gorn, and that we know so little about them as a race.
We're just saying it's dumb.
I mean,
I'm
maybe,
just saying.
maybe.
I mean, maybe it's like an ant colony or whatever, where you have drones and
But some of them
you have
jump
different
into
like a caste system of
maybe maybe that's what they're going for, and they just haven't explained it all yet, and they're
you
just
have the what do you call them, the shock troopers that you throw at at what any
Sure,
particular
but
problem,
They're not going to
like the
explain
clones
it.
from Clone
might.
Wars, right? The clones from Clone Wars. We'll just make more, and you guys go.
maybe.
You protect the queen, right? I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
I'll grant you that that's possible. I'll also grant you that
Not
really,
like the Borg.
that it was Enterprise that opened that door.
No, it was Next Generation that opened that door.
No, the Next Generation didn't have the Gorn on it.
No, but it had the Borg on it, and there was Borg drones. It's the same. It's
I wasn't talking about the Borg.
Why would you? Well, no, I get you weren't talking about the Borg, but maybe I misunderstood what you were saying. That
I'm just saying
was
that
established in Enterprise.
in Enterprise, and I think it was only one episode. Might have been 2 episodes. I can't remember. We'll have to go back. They established the Gorn as like crazy, scary monsters that hunt in the night and crawl on the ceiling and do all
In
this.
Enterprise?
In
Yeah,
Enterprise.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I remember
I
that.
watched that too.
Yeah,
you
and they
mentioned
were
that the other
CG
day.
Gorns, and it didn't look all that good.
Oh.
I just
And
don't remember this
You
at
don't remember
all.
what season that is?
I think it's one of the later ones, but
Okay.
I don't recall exactly.
Huh.
Yeah, you and I are both have to go back and I don't remember it either.
Yeah.
But that's what kind of opened the door because
Yeah,
they brought the
yeah.
Gorn. They brought the
Oh,
Gorn
okay,
back
okay.
without really knowing who they were, but it was the
Yeah.
Gorn, and
Right.
you know, it was one of those things where they played it off as like, well, that's going to be somebody's problem someday,
Yeah.
kind of a thing.
Yeah.
In fact, I think they might have even done it in the Mirror universe or something like that, where it wasn't
Which I haven't watched any of those episodes
No.
of any of the
I
shows.
can't remember, but anyways, it wasn't a bad episode or anything, but it kind of again it opened the door to like, oh, we're gonna bring them back as big, more scary monsters.
Yeah.
Whereas in the original series,
In a Mirror Darkly Part 2.
okay,
Right,
so
yeah.
in the original series, he was big and vicious and violent, but he was also intelligent. He was a starship captain of his own type, right?
The Gorn man.
The Gorn man, yeah.
Oh. So he was smarter in the original series than in Strange New Worlds.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And
in Enterprise.
well, both.
Oh, yeah.
And to your point,
Oh, yeah, I
the,
guess
he,
both,
he wanted to crush that. He wanted to crush Kirk, but he wasn't like, it wasn't like,
Lunatic, psychopath.
right.
Predator dude.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's go to Corby, whatever that means.
Isn't that Corby in the Corby's in this? There's our the next episode because it's the wedding episode.
Why is it on there?
I don't know.
Let's go to which
Okay.
one is next?
Right?
Then?
Isn't that the next episode?
Maybe it is. I thought it. No, you're right. You're right.
Yes,
Mass
yeah.
Effect.
Well,
is that the next
it's
episode?
mentioned that she's going to go do study with Corby.
Oh,
yeah, she has to- yeah, she
But-
Nurse Chapel.
Apprenticeship.
Nurse
Chapel.
Chapel.
Yeah.
But you're right. Let's hold on
Yeah.
that, and we'll save it for the next one.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Flying corn chips.
Mass
what?
Effect.
No, Mass Effect. I want to talk about Mass Effect a little bit. I've mentioned it before. It's a game series where you play as Commander Shepard, leaving a ragtag group of people with special talents to save the galaxy from the evil
PlayStation.
Reapers. It's on all platforms.
Yeah.
Is it on Nintendo Switch?
It's not on all platforms.
It's really good though.
But
the story is so good.
It came out a long time ago. Very influential. Really really popular.
Yeah. It has sequels.
The thing that I've noticed though, I think Alex Kurtzman
Yeah.
was a fan of Mass
Effect.
Effect.
Yeah.
Because I mentioned before when we were talking about Picard, when they were trying to stop the evil from coming to our dimension, and the synthetic life coming and destroying our all organic life.
Season 1.
Yeah, in season 1, when the creature thing started to come
Oh,
out
right.
before they did the portal thing
Yeah.
and closed it and saved the day.
Yeah.
The creature thing that was coming through looked like very reminiscent of the Reapers from that video game series, which were giant robot things that came to our galaxy from another galaxy to destroy all organic life.
Right. You've mentioned this.
Right. So the other connection related to this episode and the previous Gorn appearance is that the Gorn behavior is strikingly similar to the collectors from the Mass Effect series that gather up people from colonies and wipe out whole colonies and take them away and to use them to breed more collectors, which is kind of what the Gorn are doing. They go to colonies, they wipe out the colonies, they take all the people, and they either eat them or to use them as incubators for their babies.
As one does.
As you do. Yeah.
And then, and that doesn't stop there, because, I mean, if you're going to have aliens come in and wipe out colonies, they're going to do something. I mean, sure, okay, fine, similarities.
Yeah.
The design of the Gorn ship when the crew is going through trying to solve the mystery of how they get out of there, and like they're creeping around and the Gorn are coming, it is strikingly similar to a series of missions in Mass Effect where you go to you and basically do a mission on a dead Reaper, and you fight the collectors inside of the dead Reaper and try to save your crew who have all been captured.
So are you saying that they copied this video game?
And
Or as an homage to.
and the design of the interior and how they're moving around and the types of obstacles and the way things are connected to the ceilings and and the gooey sacks and all that kind of stuff is very much reminiscent of how it was in Mass Effect.
Okay.
Like it's strikingly similar.
You
Kinda
hear
wild.
that?
Really
You hear
interesting.
that, Paramount?
That's interesting.
Do you hear that?
They just say it was an homage, and
I mean,
they just meant it
maybe
in,
it was,
in tribute too.
but I mean, it was.
Yeah, I remembered about the collectors, but you're right. I totally forgot about their whole birthing sac room and with the globules and the
Yeah.
moisture
Nobody
and-
likes a birthing sack.
or-
No human
or-
likes a birthing sack.
or a
Unless
room
you
of-
make it pate out of it.
I guess we
room-
have
a
we
room of
have our own
birthing
birthing sacks.
I don't have a birthing.
But you
sac
used
anymore.
to.
I know they melon-balled that out a long time ago.
I'm just saying.
I tried.
We all used to. I mean, we were all born in a birthing
Oh,
sack.
in a birthing sac. I thought you said
We just
have
don't
a
like
birthing
it
sac.
outside of the body. We don't like
Yeah.
it right there. We want it inside of the body.
Yeah, where it
You-
belongs.
Put your own
Isn't that-
birthing sack in your own body.
Isn't
It's
that
not
what-
a sleeping bag.
But that's how they did it on Krypton too, right?
Superman?
yeah?
All the external, it was all the babies came from external birthing
Really?
sacs.
In the
That's,
original Superman?
Yeah, until in fact that ended up being their technology, and they're
I don't remember that.
they're
I don't know that
getting
either.
away from natural childbirth somehow. Destroyed
This doesn't sound
Krypton.
right.
I
But
do-
okay.
I do
But
remember-
Superman was conceived naturally,
Oh.
and then they didn't
Well,
do
that
the.
sounds
Was
right.
that for Man of
They
Steel?
didn't do the. Yeah, they didn't.
Was that
What's that? What's that shell?
This is the scientific way of saying they didn't do it that way anymore in Krypton.
Oh,
But then Superman's mom and dad, they're like,
You know what? Did anyone else here have a crush on Christopher Reeves?
Oh, I had such a big crush when I was.
Same.
Oh my gosh, her name, Margot Kidder,
Lois Lane.
Lois, both of them. They're so
I wouldn't
great.
say that crushes were on the menu for either one of
He
those.
was pretty
I had a
beautiful.
Superman crush. He was
Oh
a
yeah,
beautiful-
he
a
was.
beautiful
He's
man.
definitely like,
Yeah, he's like a gorgeous man.
he was my Superman. Although Henry Cavill is a pretty great Superman.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, Henry Cavill's a pretty great everything.
Not sure about the new guy. We'll see.
But and then just all the accolades for Christopher Reeves for what he did for spinal injury research. So that was me pouring out. Sorry.
Pour one out for the homie.
I remember
Yeah.
he became like
It was sad. It
paralyzed
was
and
super
stuff,
sad.
but he's
It's
still
terrible.
dedicated his life to
That's
his
sweet.
foundation is still around today.
What a dear.
Yeah.
He was a nice guy.
His character
So
on
genuine.
Smallville was pretty great.
Yeah.
Was Reeves on Small? Oh, that's
No.
right.
He was a villain.
That's
was
right.
he?
Yeah. Well, he ended up being a villain, if I remember right.
Huh,
But he did
interesting.
start that way. He's kind of like, the benefactor kind of character, and then turns out he wasn't so nice
It's
after
not
all.
long before he died. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
Wait, let's go back
I
to egg sacs.
Digress. Yes.
So-
the pulsating out of the body egg sac experience.
gun in the sewers goo.
Gun in the. Gun
All right,
in the
I don't
sewer
even know what
gun.
you're talking about with this.
This was a shell thing.
Okay.
Yes, but
Do you remember?
No, I wrote it down and then I'm
Gun,
like gun
in the
gun in
sewer.
All right, let me-
Let me see.
Let me set you up for it.
Drain. Gun in the sewer drain, it says.
So they get out.
Yeah,
So what?
gun in the Gorn sewage drain / eye roll is what I wrote.
Oh,
down.
I know what you're talking about.
Go for it.
They're like on the Gorn ship. They like wake up from the pods. French braids lets everybody out. They all get out. And then they're like, what do we do? And then they realize they're being digested. And then there's like a bio. It's all bio. It's like a bio inside. Like it's
Gooey.
tissue.
It's gooey
Everything's
and-
tissue. And then there's
gooey
like
and
this
moist.
gooey pile. And the guy with the mustache
Oh,
picks
yes.
up a gun.
The other Kirk.
And
He
and then he's
thrust
like,
his arm
he's
into
like,
the
this
gooey
is
pile, right?
this is a sewage drain or something.
Look
over
what I
here.
found here is a gun. It's a gun in the in
And
the
they're like,
Gorn.
cool.
It's a gun in the goo.
The gun in the goo. The gun in the Gorn goo.
The gun in the Gorn goo.
The Gorn goo. Who you calling gooey? Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah.
what? What's your? You don't like it or what?
I mean,
It's horribly convenient.
It's just super,
Well,
super,
sure.
super convenient. Oh, look what
They all
we
came in
found
with
here.
weapons.
Yeah.
And the
and
Gorn
maybe
wouldn't have just taken
one-
them away.
The
They threw them in the
Gorns-
goo,
Yeah,
and they
in the
kept.
goo.
They stayed
Or it
functional.
fell
In the
off.
goo. Yeah.
And then they put it in a pile.
But they
They're very
picked up-
clean. These Gorns. They want to keep things
Yeah, where
organized.
these get-
Are
yeah.
they?
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks like a big mess. But really, there's an organized chaos.
But it wasn't just that gun, because they found multiple, because almost everyone had a...
Okay, they disarmed them. If they're going to put them in their digestion pods, they like threw all their guns away. That makes sense.
Yeah, and let's just leave the guns with the prisoners in the same place.
They weren't expecting them to wake up.
Yeah, the bad guys
But
never expect it.
Leanne Singh is such a badass because she's genetically modified. She's like, she wakes up and then she lets everybody out.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't counting on that.
No, they weren't.
Yeah. Mess with the bull, you get the braids. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. You have to figure out how to get them into a firefight with the Gorn and set that up.
Yeah.
But it was not the best storytelling. It's just like one convenience after another. And that's the other thing is like they get into this fight and they're about to be overwhelmed, right?
Yeah.
And what's her name gets
Ortega
gets stabbed.
Disemboweled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they don't really they kill that Gorn with, and that was actually puppetry. They actually built a puppet for that.
I think I went to the bathroom for that.
Yeah,
that
they did a close up with
Totally
the Gorn and
missed
like he's
that.
screaming and like a little puppet thing. And it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah, practical effects are awesome.
Yeah, I appreciate practical effects. And then they kind of cut away to Pike doing some things, which we got to talk about that. Then all of a sudden they're like, oh, we've gotten away from all the Gorns and we're on a ship now, and we got to figure out who flies it. And it's like,
how did that happen?
How the hell did that happen? Like they were being chased by like 100 things, like on all the ceilings, and like they
how
were
did they figure out how to get into that ship?
Ortega was jumping rope with her intestines. I mean, like she was in no shape to fly a freaking.
But she pulled it together.
Yeah, she did, because she can fly anything.
Yeah.
She flies the ship.
She does fly the ship.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like lame, I feel like, at this point.
It kind of was lame.
This whole, like, they just keep repeating this. I fly the ship.
It's the Mary.
I'm Ortega and I fly the ship. It's like,
yeah, we get it.
We get it. You fly the ship.
It doesn't even really, it's not a sort of, it's the Mary suing of every woman in the new Star Trek universe, the post J.J. Abrams universe, whether it's like Nurse Chapel is now she's this flying ninja that
only when she needs to
right
be.
She's a proficient in 1,000 different weapons and understands the fist of death.
Yeah,
like
they should just make some of them
like, why couldn't
just
she
be
just
a
be an
doctor,
awesome nurse?
Right?
Like Julian Bashir in Deep Space Nine is not proficient in martial arts. He can play like tennis.
It just
he can do darts.
He's proficient at tennis and darts.
It lessens the impact of strong women when every woman is now automatically all the things that they could be.
Right.
That's just there's no challenge, there's no strife, there's no.
It's kind of one dimensional.
Like stretching, growing, becoming more. It's just you're just.
But that's how it's been for a while.
Instant badass
in the J.J. Abrams and beyond.
Yeah.
It's like every single person in
Michael Burnham's
Starfleet.
the same way.
Every single person in Starfleet is like the best of the best, cream of the crop, so brilliant and athletically, like has crazy athletic prowess. No matter what they actually look like,
Except
they're like
Tilly.
crazy strong.
I mean,
Tilly.
look at new Scotty.
That's true. And
'Cause
Stamets. Actually, so maybe Discovery is a little bit better in that sense.
Well, it kind of is.
Yeah.
But in place of being, physically gifted, they have to make her awkward and goofy. Right?
But she's also like brilliant.
She is.
And now she's teaching at the Starfleet Academy. And
as much as I despise Tilly sometimes, she is one of the few, not that we get too sidetracked on Discovery, she's one of the characters on there that has actually a really strong, like it or hate it, she's got a really strong arc.
Yeah.
She grows as a character.
Wow, I'm surprised to hear you say that.
And becomes something, and she fails along the way and goes through her own trials.
She's human, right? She makes human mistakes or whatever.
It's
humanoid.
great. I like that.
I thought you didn't like Tilly.
I don't like Tilly, but I like.
But she's not overly Mary Sue.
Storytelling points.
I like her too.
Well,
not that you do like her. I like her.
Yeah.
Cool. Well.
Okay, so conveniences. Okay, speaking of conveniences.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe not convenience, but
it's pretty convenient.
The whole thing. Okay, it is convenient. The whole thing about
the light,
the Gorn.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a cool concept. Certain activities happen in galactically with pulsing light or whatever, right? As natural phenomenon. And it's maybe in that region of space, it's cyclical or however they explain it. And it makes the Gorn be really excited and want to do
The two
murder things.
Dwarf.
Okay. They respond to lights.
They respond to lights.
And then they go, okay. Yeah.
So, but they also explain that because of how they respond to light, they're not as visual as we are in our spectrum of light. But at the same time, the computers on the Gorn ship have the same holographic-y type technology things with little Gorn letters as ours do. And so then she pulls out the computer core and says, oh, this is going to save the day.
Yeah.
As if she knows how to work the thing or read the Gorn language or any of that. Because last time she
Ooh,
saw it.
Ortega does that? Or
No,
what?
La'an does that. I'm kind of
Oh.
jumping conveniences, but that was another convenience that was like...
Maybe she does
really?
know how to read Gorn because she was, her homeworld was affected.
I don't know.
by
I
them.
guess. We'll just go with... Obviously, we'll have to go with it. Yes, she does.
Okay.
And she knows where the Gorn hard drives are.
Yeah, maybe they do. She's
Yeah,
some tactical like.
She studied the Gorn
backgrounds.
cave ship.
Yeah.
That's how she knew how to wake up
Maybe-
out of the
maybe that's
dissecting
it.
pod. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how she knew how to get onto that ship.
Oh,
with everybody.
She knew where it was docked nearby.
Yeah.
Knew how to get there. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was wrong. So then they figure out that they on the Enterprise that they need to flash the lights a certain way and a certain frequency to make the Gorns go sleepy time. Gorns
It's the two dwarf stars.
go sleepy time. Yeah. So
because those happen right next to each other.
the
all
first
time.
thing is like when they show up and they're like, that's the ship that's got our people on it. We gotta save them. And the ship goes between these two stars, and then it
Which are
disappears.
conveniently in perfect alignment with each other and right next to each other.
Which is fine, but the two stars are they're like 50 miles apart.
Yeah, and in perfect just perfectly.
Which just is not a thing that happened. Now,
like, here's the
Star Trek isn't known for being perfectly accurate when it comes to science
or math.
or math. We all know this.
Yes,
Yeah.
We still love it dearly. It's about the storytelling.
Problems with math too.
However, that was egregiously bad.
Yeah.
What are we talking about here? What show
This
are we
is at
talking
the
about?
end of, this is season premiere.
Of
This-
A Strange
this
New
is as
World?
they
Strange
start-
New World.
Or
yeah.
as they
Enterprise.
start forgetting-
Strange New World.
How are they?
Did I say Enterprise? I meant they were on the Enterprise.
Oh.
Because the Gorn
I'm
were
sorry.
swarming.
Okay.
All the Gorn ships were swarming.
This is the end of the premiere.
The Federation was
All
about
right.
to be in war, at war with the Gorn. There were 8 million angry Gorn ships coming, and then they figure out that I know this. It's the lights, and
Do the flash the
luckily
light,
we
and
have
then
these two
they
dwarf
flock.
stars right here, and
They flock to the light, and they go
Yeah,
away.
and then they go away.
Sleepy time hibernation.
Which was
like locusts do every.
which was
7 years,
awfully convent.
for 12 years.
It was just all wrapped up a little too neatly, and the whole I don't know. It just didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't play right.
Yeah.
I just thought of something. Speaking of Mass Effect, not at all. It's in my brain though. That scene when the carrier ship comes out of the thing and we're going to invade Federation space and they fly by because that scene was also something that happened in Mass Effect in terms of like the big ship with all the swirling fighter ships and all that, like as part of one of the main battles.
So was it BioWare who produced Mass Effect?
BioWare,
Was it
yeah, I'm pretty
BioWare?
sure it was at BioWare. Anyways, it just
BioWare
pops in my
given
Not
the
that that's
thoughts.
unique to them because
Yeah.
a lot of shows have done that kind of thing, but
Still, though, it's all
just
on the
made me
nose.
think of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I mean, I like when you look at it visually, it's like it's pretty. It's on screen. It fits on screen. You see the ship coming through it or whatever. But if you think about it for more than like 2 seconds,
It's like, what are the odds of these two dwarf stars being?
like
Right. Yeah.
they would rip
Perfectly
each other
aligned
apart
with
in
each
like
other, yeah.
minutes. I mean,
Yeah.
being that close together,
Oh.
it's just not a.
And
Okay.
and at the same time as all that's going on is Spock and Chapel, trying to save
Battelle.
Marie Battelle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, I remember.
Right.
I think I was getting up to make popcorn or something was going on. So
well, and then it kills me, and I wrote this down because the bright light, right? The bright light, they get the bright light sends the Gorn like sends them all to sleep, right? Right, and then and then Marie's, but saved magically. She's magically saved.
Yeah.
And then Pike's last monologue is just completely undone because there's like these glowing testes. Go ahead.
No, keep going.
There's these glowing testes that fade out to signify the duality of the glowing Gorn testicles and the bright lights within the souls of Pike and Marie. It's like they try to create this whole like testicular symbolic light parade of
What
love.
is she talking about?
Okay, let's pretend it's not actually testicles.
What was it?
So, she's not wrong in how they did. Okay, so Pike had this emotional moment because he wasn't sure about, at the end of the episode,
Right.
She's in recovery.
Yeah.
Right.
He was about to pray, which
Yeah.
is
Right, our Father.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is kind of
again,
atheistic or whatever, and he's like, all right.
Star Trek's got a lot of religion.
Well,
I've heard people say that, but
he-
it's like there's a lot of religion.
He
in
had
Star
kind of
Trek.
lost his faith along the way. Has been his story arc.
him. Okay.
So it was a big deal for him to he was gonna
Okay,
pray,
that makes sense.
Pray for her.
Okay.
That's totally fine.
Okay.
And he gets all emotional, and then she kind of wakes up. They have a moment.
Yeah.
And he goes on this whole thing about how he doesn't want to lose her, and yada yada yada. It's all very serious, and it's acted so well.
Such a good monologue. Yeah.
And then to close the episode, it's like they're looking at each other.
Yeah.
Right? They're together.
Eye to eye.
And then the camera's over here, and it fades out, and it fades into the two stars that are right next to each other with the solar flares going
the
between
corn
them.
testicles. Yeah.
Oh.
And it was just
glowing-
so cheesy
Glowing corn
Is that what a
testicles.
testicle looks like?
in space.
Yeah.
I'm
in
just a
space.
lesbian
Only
over
in
here.
Space. Yeah. Is that what a testicle
never seen
looks
one
like in
before.
outer space?
But it kind of we both laughed out loud.
Yeah, it totally undid. Like his
Why?
monologue was so intense and somber, and they just should have
we didn't
roll credits, but they flipped
They had to
back
do
up-
one more
one
super
more,
flashy fade. Oh, look at how metaphysical this is and how symbolic and blah blah. We
Yeah.
didn't make any testicle jokes at the time.
No, but
That's
that
a
was
new
direct
development.
quote
That's a
what
new
I-
development?
That's what I wrote down. Yeah.
Do testicles have dangling things? Is that what you're
And
talking
do they fade out and
Yeah.
Like
and glow?
octopus?
Yeah, there's
Octopi?
energy.
It's
There's
only-
energy between that flows between the two
Shit.
testicles.
Only if you're doing it right.
It's not shit.
only that's if you're doing it wrong.
Well, if someone would have told me that years
Who
ago,
knew?
maybe I wouldn't have started up my gay lifestyle.
Like, it's all suddenly clear now.
All right, what about the flying
Why are all my
Gorn?
batteries? All of them? You guys took the batteries out of all
We
of
took the
them?
power cells
Yeah,
the
because-
last time I was in sick bay for a week.
You deserved it.
The flying Gorn ships, which not to be confused with
Flying
flying
corn
corn
chips.
chips, which we were just eating upstairs.
Uh-huh.
What is that?
What is it? Did we get to that? We already did that
What
one.
is
The
that?
flying Gorn ships.
Oh, that was a Pike monologue. No, that was my closer. Was the glowing Gorn corn testicles?
Was that the flying
That
Gorn
was it.
ships?
That was our close. That was our. Yeah, that was.
We talk about
I
the
don't
ship
know.
itself. They're like
The little triangle
little
ships.
triangles that move around. They're like bio,
Yeah.
something
Oh,
or
those,
other.
but
Spun a
the
lot,
big
spun around.
ones.
but they've got
were
some
like-
interface technology with screens and some kind of controller.
The
and-
big ones were shaped like pig skins. You've only around like the delicious crunchy pig skins.
Pork rinds?
Pork rinds. They're shaped like the big orange ships are. Yeah, they're shaped like
They're big pork rinds.
big pork rinds.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, delicious.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you
It-
think?
it was okay.
What do you think it tastes like inside a Gorn ship? If you lick the walls or something, metal.
No, I think it tastes like black licorice
That'd be great.
Oh, what's that called? Oh gosh.
and gasoline.
Oh, Captain Too Far's cousin made some of it that one time at band camp.
That Jello.
Blood pudding.
Oh, blood
Oh.
pudding's delicious.
Oh, blood pudding.
Yum,
That's
I
what I.
mean,
That's what I
stop
think. If you took like a bite out of the wall of the inner.
The Klingons eat a blood pudding.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
this is like blood pudding and
And Jello.
and Like what flavor though? With, like,
Oh,
black
that disgusting
cherry?
fruit salad that
Oh, the
Captain
chunky,
Too
the
Far
chunky.
likes.
I love that.
Your
What is
aunt,
that called?
your
The
auntie's
fruit-
evil fruit Jello
Jello
mold
mold.
with all the captive
Jell-O
fruit
mold
chunks in
with
it. Like,
the-
help me, let me out, and then it goes like.
Oh, I should have made that for your birthday.
Right?
What are they doing getting you a cake? We should have
I
gotten you
know.
a Jello mold.
Cake is stupid.
But it
Yeah,
does that
next
I don't
time.
actually want a Jello mold. I like it's the fruit salad with the with all the whipped cream and little bits of coconut in it.
and the baby mandarin
Oh.
oranges.
Yeah, the
with
big-
in Jello.
You don't even like
No,
coconut.
there's Jello in it.
I thought it was like predominantly Jello with like fruit and like
That's a
whipped
whole
cream.
different thing. It's a whole different
Yeah,
thing.
you might be right.
No,
I
these
think
are
we're
two
talking.
different dishes. There's the crazy Jello mold with the captive fruit chunks inside of it. That, you know,
That
you
jiggles.
make it in a big bowl and you turn it upside down.
That's the
and
one
it's
I'm
like,
gonna make you.
and it-
Yeah, I don't want that.
And it does this like when you touch it, it has this like seismic earthquake response.
Yeah.
And then you can take a bunch of canned fruit and whipped cream and cherries and coconut shavings and dump them all in a bowl and go.
I'll
It's-
replicate some for you
It's
later.
delicious. It is
Okay.
delicious.
Yeah.
The other one's scary. It scares me.
Lime.
So the last. Well, is there anything else worth mentioning with this episode?
Other
honestly?
than
well, yeah. Wait, what about Scotty and his relationship with the Carol Kane, the professor?
I just love that she's in this.
It is
so
pretty
much.
cool
I
that she's
just
in that.
I
Carol
love her
Kane
so
was in The
much.
Princess Bride.
Yes.
Miracle Max's wife. She was also in a Woody Allen movie, Annie Hall, and she dated Woody Allen. And as she's like young and she's in line,
You can't win
and
them all.
she's quoting a Bob Dylan verse.
She's
and
she's
he
awesome.
sleeps with
She
her and
looks
then he gets bored.
amazing. She looks amazing. Well, that's what I was going to say earlier. I like the fact that unlike a lot of the women in the new post J.J. Abrams Star Trek universe, Scotty is very my shoes are squeaking.
They're very
Scotty,
loud.
Scotty is very flawed. He's got all this anxiety and trauma and self-esteem issues, and he's not the as we come to know him, years later in the original series, like it's suave and debonair Scottish gentleman that knows all the engineering things.
Right.
Scotty's he's young. I mean, he's obviously a genius, but he's, he doesn't believe in himself. And
He walks off mad or upset with Carol Kane's the professor.
they have an interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like a Mrs. Robinson thing, where they're just.
No,
You
come
know,
on.
I'm
Well,
just
maybe.
saying, she still
Oh.
looks great. She's so hot. It's Carol Kane.
No, I
Come
don't think
on.
hot is the right word.
Hot is absolutely the right word.
I think, why don't you guys go into the arena?
Yeah.
saying.
Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun, 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 dun. Yeah. What is her big line in with Miracle Max with the there's almost dead and then there's mostly dead.
Now she's arguing in the beginning, and
Yeah, they
she
were fighting.
softens
They were
up.
fighting about something.
I think Scotty's okay.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
all
I don't
right.
think he's great.
He's not great.
But
No,
he's okay.
Casting was whatevs, but
Yeah. I
nothing
think
to write home
they're
about.
playing a little bit too into the, I don't know.
his emotional issues.
Yeah, hyperactive, whatever.
Look, at least he's not. He's not
Genius,
crying all the
prodigy.
time.
Yeah. Because of course everybody's a genius prodigy.
I mean, there's
Sure.
yeah. And it's there's only 5 characters in the whole Star Trek OG universe.
So that is something that's kind of irritating.
Yeah.
Is pulling in almost every single character from the original series to be in Strange New Worlds. I feel like continues to do a disservice to the characters that are in the original series.
Except for Mitchell. That's right, Ensign Mitchell. Right?
Why?
We did bring her up.
Well, Mitchell's not a her, and it might not be the same Mitchell.
that's
It
right,
might
you
be
were
a common
saying it's
enough
not
name
a-
that it's
yeah.
not the same character. But
Right? It's
They got
Mitchell.
Sulu, Spock, Uhura, Kirk,
But Mitchell.
Mbenga.
The female Asian.
Scotty,
Pilot.
the
I mean,
doctor.
granted, he wasn't a main character in the original series. He only had 2 or 3 appearances.
They don't have they don't have the old doctor in the Strange New Worlds.
No
He's only in the J.J. Abrams.
Oh, Bones.
Bones. Yeah, yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, just
I hope they don't. I mean,
Yeah.
it'd be.
It'd be nice, yeah, because let's explore how
I
many.
mean, didn't
how
they
many-
already?
How many people were on Enterprise? Roughly 700 or
What
how many people were on Enterprise?
on the ship?
Roughly.
200
The
ish.
It's
original?
way off.
Yeah.
Okay, and Strange New Worlds from Pike's era, same.
Well, I don't
know.
honestly, I don't know. I don't know if
Okay,
they've
more
ever
than
said
5.
5 people.
Yeah.
More than
Yes,
5
it's more than
people.
5 people.
Yeah.
So there's like another 195 characters that
that they can pull from
yeah.
original Star Trek. Yeah.
Or just, I don't know, start new stories about.
Right.
Doesn't,
That makes
Well, that's how
sense.
I've always
Right?
felt about Nurse Chapel. And you guys know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
She was great. She was great until they just, now she's all the things.
You don't like her?
It comes and goes.
Yeah.
She's not Nurse Chapel. She's a
Yeah.
decent character.
Right.
I don't mind her as a nurse, that even a combat vet nurse, right? I don't mind that at all. But it's not Nurse Chapel.
It's not like a likeness to the original series, Nurse Chapel.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's like, because the whole point, or at least part of the point should be, part of the respect of the original material, if it should be, you can imagine how the character gets from here to there.
Mm-hmm.
When you bring in a young character, a young kind of recast character,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
there's enough of a similarity that you can see, okay, this character
Yeah.
can become
Like
that
Spock
character.
or something.
Like Spock. He
Right.
does a
Yeah.
decent enough job, and that
Yeah.
you can totally see that.
Mm-hmm.
Uhura, you can kind of see that.
Yeah. She
Ner-
has more of a likeness.
Yeah.
Mm.
Even, I mean, granted, he's only been on a couple of episodes, but even Scotty, to some degree, you can you can kind of
I can,
you can kind of see that.
Yeah.
Nurse Chapel is such a departure
Yeah.
from the character. It's
But
just
she got blonde hair though.
it's yeah, exactly. That's the only thing they have in
Was
common.
the original series Nurse Chapel a hottie? Like the
She's
strange
beautiful,
It was
yeah.
Majel Barrett.
It's Michelle Barrett. It's Loxwana Troy. Yeah. It was young. Yeah. It was her
Who
and
I am a big fan of.
She's Gene Roddenberry's wife.
Yes, I remember. And the voice of the computer.
And the only other thing that they kind of had in common is, besides her being a nurse, is that she always had a thing for Spock, and Spock was
Oh.
always unavailable, right?
Yeah.
And they even had a couple of brief moments where they even acknowledge in the original series, like, this just doesn't work,
Yeah.
and they know that, but
Ah.
they still respect each other, and he knows that, and they both know that she'll just kind of always have a thing.
And she was
for
always
him.
super professional, but there was just this, there was
Steamy.
And
some unrequited love.
but it was
kind of
mature,
thing, yeah.
and
Yeah.
so in that regard, there's obviously that dynamic that's similar, and I'm okay with younger versions of themselves. Maybe they had a fling in the past. Okay, fine. Actually, that doesn't bother me at all. But the basis for Chapel's character,
Yeah.
It's
with-
it's like it's
just
a
bugs
different,
the
it's a different, it's a
The
different
hottie bum
person.
body.
it just
It's
bugs
a
me.
different person.
It's a different person.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's pretty cute though.
But-
She is cute, and I like her as a character. I
like her.
have a hard
Yeah.
time making that disconnect between
Yeah.
seeing her as her own unique character versus seeing her as somebody that becomes, the right hand to Dr. McCoy for the next 40 years or whatever, right?
No, that makes
So,
sense.
Dr. Mbenga, was he on OG?
He was on
well,
OG Star Trek,
Was he?
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
thought
I didn't
so.
know that.
Mm-hmm.
and he was awesome on
Super
OG
cool.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
And they were talking about they got maybe this close, but I want to say they got this close to doing a spin-off show.
him.
They had considered
Yeah.
doing a spin-off show with him as a cast member.
And he was played by a black actor as well back
Yeah.
then.
Wow.
Which Star Trek was just
Very respectful cast. They're
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
They're very
just-
different characters.
Yeah.
But they were so great. I mean, I know the issue's been talked to death, but they were just so great about. They had such a diverse cast, without like it was just it was such a natural thing without seeming like, look, we're doing this, like her and Kirk's first with their kiss.
I mean, there was
and,
studio interference, and I mean, it was still the '60s. There's still problems,
or
but
the casting for Sulu, or
they did better
it
than
was-
most.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
for the time, for the '60s. I
Pretty
just
good.
think they broke a lot of they broke a lot of ground that
Yeah.
paved the way
There were several
Yeah.
recurring.
for a far too slow.
There were several recurring actors that were. Some of them were unnamed. Some of them had names that were like background characters that were of not just white people. They were of different races and this and
Yeah.
that, whatever. One of
They weren't typecast into
one of several of the captains that guest starred that Kirk would interact with. They had like Hispanic names or whatever, and so it was just kind of like you're saying, like no big
just
deal.
not a big deal.
So they did insert things here and
Yeah.
there, but obviously the main cast was other than I mean, you had a her and Sulu, but it's still pretty Caucasian cast.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that they were in that way, trailblazers.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
In that regard.
And that's why the reception to Mbenga because he only appeared like 2 or 3 times in place of he was filling in for Sylvester or DeForest Kelly a few times.
Mm.
And the fan reception was so positive.
It was so great, yeah.
That's
why they were considering.
Yeah. It just never
The
materialized.
actor that's doing him.
And I don't know the whole details behind that.
I really like the guy that's playing Mbenga now.
The nice thing about because he had so
name?
few appearances, you can have modern Mbenga be a bit different than the other one because we didn't really get to know him that well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But in terms of his like professionalism and the way he approaches his work and his patience and all that, it's actually very similar to the original, who was kind of a no nonsense, very smart, very professional doctor that, was all about getting the job done. Pretty great.
I didn't really see him, so this is all news to me.
I'm gonna slaughter his last name. We'll just call him Babs. But shout out to Babs, Dr. Mbenga. I think he's got really interesting, intense energy, and I think he's also conflicted and
he's one of the best,
and
he's one of the best actors on the show.
Yeah.
And I think the moments that they had, was it in this one? No, maybe it's a different one. They have moments together, Pike and Mbenga, because they obviously have a past.
Yeah, history together, been friends for a long time. Yeah,
and the really good moments between them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, anything else we want to go? Because we're running along here.
That's it. That's all.
See you next time.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
Thanks. Bye.